love watching television as much as I do, and you notice the TVs keep getting slimmer and 4K and better picture, but you know what's not getting better and better? The sound, the voice. I'm always pausing, rewinding. What did they say? What is that? I love the murder mysteries. I'm like, and I have to hear every word. What is that? If you're pausing, rewinding, there's a big explosion, you turn the volume down, and then the actors start talking, you have the volume up. Or have you ever walked into like grandma or grandpa's room and the TV's blasting so much, you're like, okay, I need to, you know. It's not you, it's your TV. So that's where ZVOX comes in. It has something which is patented called AccuVoice. And what it does is, it basically remixes the sound so you hear the dialogue up front. And this is the latest and greatest and newest version of it, because it has 6 different settings where you can bring the voice up and up, whatever you want to do. We've got such an exclusive price. It's pretty crazy. I'll show you if purchased separately. We're doing things that this is the lowest price anywhere in the market. Like, we really want you to do your research. The more research you do, the happier. We're like happy little clams here when you just Google. So it's $269.99 for the ZVOX soundbar. This is the AV203. That's their latest and greatest, most feature-rich model. We have added 2 additional years of factory warranty. So you usually get a 1-year warranty. You are now getting 3-year warranty. My special guest, electronic expert, and lunch buddy with the girl date. My usual lunch buddy with the girl date, Lori Leland. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
You know I have this in my bedroom.
You love it.
And I don't put anything in my bedroom unless I love it. You know that.
Absolutely. I know that is the truth.
Nothing makes the cut to my bedroom unless it's good times. And this is good times.
This is good times.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem we were having is...
That didn't come out how I meant it,
yeah,
but you know what I mean. I don't know what, something was wrong with that. Anyway, yeah.
You know, I was the culprit in our household of wanting to always increase the volume on TV, and I felt like a crazy person because my husband kept saying, it's really loud already, Lori. It was really annoying him too. So instead of fighting about it, this has been a great solution. It's called the ZVOX. So this has patented hearing aid technology built right in. And Helen's right. It's an epidemic in this country that no one can understand the voices on TV, and it's not your fault. Here's an example of one of those little speakers that is built right into a flat panel TV. Look at how tiny that is. That is not going to deliver satisfying room-filling sound. And I hate to say it, but in a lot of cases, this is firing either down or backwards. So we don't even stand a chance at getting satisfying sound quality out of our flat panel TVs. They're gorgeous and they're beautiful, but the problem is the sound doesn't reflect that. So I think we've all kind of come to the realization that we need a sound bar. That's where ZVOX comes in. So are you ready to listen? Because this is going to knock your socks off.
I am ready to experience.
And it's not about loudness, it's about clarity. So here's TV sound, and this is pretty loud. It's 30.
ZVOX AccuVoice patented hearing aid technology literally lifts voices out
Level
of
1.
the soundtrack.
Really big improvement there. Let me just let you listen to that real quick.
Enjoy your action
without
missing a word.
With.
District 3, be advised, we have 2 drivers in
Let's increase.
pursuit, Lassie heading west on 6th Avenue.
Level
We need
2.
pursuit units in the area. Over.
3.
Subjects are
4.
suspected to be armed and dangerous.
5. 6.
Hear every comment during your favorite sporting event.
Without ZVOX.
Lining up with 5 on the line. Kirk goes wide. Jackson lined up on near field. The adjustments back in shotgun.
There's your ZVOX.
His man beat P-Jack fingertip. Touchdown.
By the way, Lori did not change the volume.
Right.
The volume was exactly the same. She's just changing the level of how much the voice is. So we're gonna take a listen and find out a little bit more about the AccuVoice science. So take a listen.
Can't hear voices on TV? ZVOX AccuVoice patented hearing aid technology literally lifts voices out of the soundtrack.
Bulldogs are lining up with 5 on the line. Prep goes wide. Jackson lined up on the near field. Smith making adjustments back in shotgun. Floats it, has his man beat. P-Jack fingertip. Touchdown.
ZVOX. Hear what you've been missing.
All right, well, we launched this fairly recently, and it's already a customer pick. So we're thinking holiday gifts. You know how you rack your brain and you're like, oh, what should I get my dad? What should I get? You know, I don't know what to get my husband. I don't know what to get, or what should I get myself? You know, this is the answer. They do not have this.
Exactly.
This is relatively new technology. Now, Lori, I have a question.
Sure.
What's the difference between this and like a sound bar?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked that. I actually have one. I'll show you in just a moment that I brought in from my home. So what a sound bar typically does is amplify the sound. So that takes a bad problem, which is poor sound quality, and it just makes it louder and makes it worse. Right? So with
it's loud
ZVOX,
distortion.
It is. It's muddled up sound and poor quality sound, but a lot louder.
Right.
Exactly. So what ZVOX does, it's that patented hearing aid technology. So what it does, it's powerful algorithms working inside the speaker bar. There are 3 speakers in here. So it grabs the voices out of the background, lifts them up, separates them, clarifies them, and then promotes them to your ears so that you can hear every single word clear as a bell. That's what this technology is really and truly all about. So it's taking that background noise, and we all have noticed it, I believe, you know, in our own homes, that the Hollywood mixing techniques have really changed. So you're getting that muddled together sound of the music, the explosions, the action. I think Hollywood might care a little bit more about drama than it does you hearing the dialogue and you hearing the plot points.
Right.
With this, it's pulling those voices out and lifting them to the forefront so that you can hear a lot more clearly.
And we also have exclusive colors. So now that we've told you a little bit about it, I want to give you some choices. So this is the rose gold. It has kind of like a little bit of a pinky hue to it. You could take a look and see that. So if you want to get the rose gold, this is the gold underneath. So gold is like if you do like a lot of bronze, that's what it kind of, let me kind of turn it towards you. So that's the gold.
That's what I'm holding, the gold.
Okay.
So pretty.
And then over there on the bottom is copper. So copper's on the bottom. Maybe tilt that towards them a little, the copper, so that they can see. The copper has, you know, I want you to think about rose gold.
Yes.
When they make rose gold, they take gold and copper and mix it together. That's the color of the copper.
Right.
And then we also have it in black.
This is actually the titanium.
Oh, that's the titanium. Oh, and you're holding the
and black
gold.
is behind us
Okay.
on the TV.
And then we also have black. I will tell you that when I have one, all they had was black.
Right.
They had not come out with the new colors yet. This
Mine
is
are black too.
Yeah, very, very new technology. So I think that there is not a TV in your home you should not have one for. So if you've got one in the bedroom, you need one. If you one in the living room. So have you ever watched, I personally love classic movies, like 1939 in my opinion was the best year for movies. I'm kind of a movie buff, I love watching movies. And I'm watching those movies without the AccuVoice, I'm like, what did they just say?
Right.
Like I cannot hear, if you go to a movie, you know, I love going to the movie theaters because I can hear what people are saying because they're fancy mixing. Everything is mixed really, really well. That's what you're getting. Now remember, it's not how loud it is, it's how clear it is. That's why it's hearing aid technology. You put a hearing aid in so you can hear what people are saying. You get the ZVOX with AccuVoice so you can hear what the actors are saying in the TV program.
I mean, it makes all the difference. Are you rewinding your TV shows and it takes you an hour and a half to watch an hour-long TV show like I was? That's frustrating. Are you turning on closed captioning to read what's going on?
Right.
I mean, all of these things are taking us out of the experience of enjoying our TV. And I just want you to see this. So mounting options, you can actually wall mount this. We've got the way to do it right here on the back. It's so easy to hook up. So you can have this out of the box, set up and ready in between 5 to 7 minutes. It's so fast. So there's one cable you plug in right here to power. So this goes into the wall. Then the other cable, and we're including all of the cables for you, you plug right into your TV. So if you have that optical connection right here, that's the unusual looking one right here. We're including that optical cable. You can plug that in if you have a newer TV. If you have an older TV, like I had in my home, you're gonna pick the composite. So that is gonna be the red and the white cables. So that's this little guy right here. And again, we're including everything. You can't make a mistake with this. So you plug one in, this end right here into the TV, and then the red and the white into your, I'm sorry, this goes into the speaker bar. The red and the white goes into your TV. So even old TVs will be able to work with the ZVOX. But again, one cable, plus power, and a one-page instruction manual.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say, the
it.
instruction manual is like this chart for like people who don't know about electronics, like myself.
It's so easy, right?
So I was like, oh, this is easy, here, there. It's very, very simple. And a lot of you love this, and we're gonna take a listen and hear some folks' experience with the ZVOX.
It's very difficult for me sometimes to decipher between the language and the speech and the background noise. With this AccuVoice, I'm actually able to hear the speech without having to turn the television volume up. I don't have to rewind my DVR to actually hear what they're saying or put on closed caption. This was fantastic.
So with the AccuVoice, I know that I can be, involved in the scene and hear every word that's being said by the characters.
And by the way, we would love to hear from you guys. Our toll-free testimonial line is 1-866-376-8255. We launched this model just last July. So when we talk about the world of technology, TVs have been around since the 50s. This has been around since last July. So if you own it, everyone who's watching this presentation really wants to hear from you about what your personal experience is. And Lori, I would love for you to tell the story of your home and your parents, because we were talking about this before the show.
Right, so full disclosure, I received a sample of a ZVOX because I knew I would be here presenting it on television with all of you, and I was really excited to try it out. I heard all about the technology, I talked to the team, I learned everything inside and out, and then I hooked it up. It was simple and easy to hook up, and I thought, wow, this does exactly what it says it's gonna do. So I hooked it onto the TV in my bedroom, and I really enjoyed watching TV in there. But then I told my husband, I don't really wanna watch TV in the living room anymore because I don't have a ZVOX. Yeah. So we came back and I purchased one for that main TV that we have in our living room. I bought one for my mom and dad. My mom and dad loved it so much. A couple weeks later, they came back to me and said, yeah, we're gonna need another one also. So we have to have them on all of our TVs because it's the only way, honestly, we can hear the voices on TV.
So you bought 3.
I bought 3.
And you got one as a sample because you're actually presenting it and you had to learn about it from the company. And you bought 3 more.
I bought 3 more, yeah.
I mean, I will tell you that this is a game changer for those of you who love television. And like me, I started thinking, am I getting old? Am I not able to hear? I thought it was age related, why I couldn't hear anybody on TV. It's that the TVs are getting fancier and the speakers are getting smaller. 4K, some TVs are 3D. I mean, all sorts of things have come out with the picture, but not the sound. You don't hear about that until now. This is the innovation, have just started in the last year. This model was launched in July. Let me show you the value one more time. Your price is $159.99. Out in the marketplace, this is $269.99. That's $110 more. That's how much it is. You can go out in the marketplace and spend $110 more. Here's the other thing. We're doing a 1-year warranty, but because it's a Today Special, we're turning that into a 3-year warranty. A lot of times when I present electronics, I'll say, you can add 3-year warranty, for $21 or whatever it is. We have that extra. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't buy it, because you get 3-year warranty included. I'm also gonna tell you, if you're giving this as a gift, and what a gift this will be the gift that everybody will be talking about for years to come. Do you remember that gift that Helen gave you that was like the greatest gift since, you have till January 31st, 2019. If you don't love it, to get 100% of your purchase price back. You order it now, it's a Today Special with $32 and free shipping. You wrap that up, ready for your Hanukkah or Christmas, and you're done with a big present that's gonna really blow somebody away, especially a TV lover. I personally am a TV lover. When I was growing up,
it's my
I wanted to crawl into that TV box hole and live.
Me too.
That's what we've done, Lori.
And now you're doing it.
We're inside the TV right now.
Right now.
And it's fun.
It is fun. And I'll tell you, you're right about that being a gift. I mean, one of our favorite producers here at HSN, her name is Allison. Hi, Allison, at home with your new baby if you're watching. Yeah. She bought this for her dad for Father's Day. And he called into the show. He's like, this was the best Father's Day gift I've ever gotten in my lifetime because now he can enjoy TV again. He had actually been in the military and had pretty severe hearing damage. My dad would always listen to the over-the-ear headphones so he could hear TV. But then here's us trying to communicate with him. Hello, Dad, can you hear me? Like, you can't have a conversation.
Do you know my favorite producer
headphones.
is Erin, and she can hear you right now.
I love Erin.
Erin's our producer right now. She's like, wait a minute, your favorite producer right now.
You're my favorite producer, Erin.
Yeah. Of course we mean you, Erin. Yeah.
Naturally. Yeah. But let's listen to it because again, this is where it's really gonna set itself apart. And keep in mind, you're limited by the speakers you're listening to at home, but this is definitely worth getting home and trying out. So we all know typical TV sound, little dull, little flat. Let's crank it up. This is 30. Let's go up to 35, shall we?
Enjoy your action film without missing a word.
ZVOX.
It's huge. It's not louder, it's clearer.
It's clearer.
3, be advised, we have 2 drivers. Pursuit last
Without
seen
ZVOX.
west on 6th Avenue. We need pursuit units in the area. Over. Subjects are suspected to
With
be armed
ZVOX.
and dangerous.
Hear every comment during your favorite sporting event.
Bulldogs lining up with 5 on the line. Prep goes wide. Jackson lined up on
Without ZVOX.
Adjustments back in shotgun. Floats it as his man beat.
Really fuzzy. All right, listen to this teacher right here.
Divided by 1609, you're gonna get somewhere right
With ZVOX.
around 88 miles.
Now, I can tell you right now, that is a movie you're going to enjoy when you're listening through ZVOX. If you don't have ZVOX, guess what you're doing? Rewinding, turning on closed captioning, trying to read what's being said on the screen. And I don't like that. It takes you away from the action. You can't look in the eyes of the actors and actresses delivering the lines when you're reading on the screen. If it's taking you an hour and a half to watch an hour-long TV show because you keep rewinding over and over and over again, definitely give this product a try, because that's exactly what I was doing, and now I don't have to do that anymore. It's so freeing. You're gonna enjoy TV all over again.
Right, and if you're just tuning in, this is our very best value of the day. So the special is good for one day only, today until midnight. And at midnight, the special goes away. We got this exclusively from the folks at ZVOX. And by the way, this is a really neat company. It's a very kind of small, it's not a huge conglomerate. It's
Right.
like I saw a picture of like all the people in the company, and they're all kind of had this group picture.
Tom and the guys,
Tom
yeah.
and the guys, they're here in the United States, and they're you know, created this. It's a new invention, really, and they launched the Consumer Electronics Show, where they, you know, have all the latest and greatest things. And this technology is award-winning. And here at HSN, we have the best deal anywhere. So maybe you're like, I've never even heard of that. I just, you know, blast my TV till I scare away my pets. You know, I want you to know that there's another way to do it. It's not about louder, it's about clearer. And I know for me, I just felt better about myself that I could hear everything
Right.
without raising the volume.
I feel like a lot of us, we feel like we're going crazy.
Right,
You
yeah.
feel like you're losing your mind.
That's a separate show, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we want you to know it's not your fault. It's the combination of the little teeny tiny speakers, because there's no room in these beautiful flat panel TVs. They keep getting thinner and thinner. And the Hollywood mixing techniques, it's all changed. So now it makes it harder to hear TV than ever before. Actually, a few years ago, I went ahead and invested in one of these. I don't even know if you can get this whole thing in the shot. It's humongous, gigantic, super heavy. This thing was about $400 or so. And all it did was amplify the problem and made it worse. So I had muffled TV that was now louder, but it wasn't more satisfying. It wasn't clearer. I still couldn't understand what was being said. I still kept saying to my husband, what'd they say? What? Can you rewind that? Can you turn it up? Oh my gosh, I was driving him and me crazy.
Right.
So I call the ZVOX a marriage saver, and it's also not an eyesore. So look at how teeny tiny this is. It's 17 inches, super lightweight aluminum speaker, 3 speakers built right in, but it is a fraction of the size of something big and clunky that just catches dust and doesn't do its job properly. I kicked this one to the curb because the ZVOX does a much better job, and I think you're gonna love it when you give it a try.
By the way, it comes in lots of different colors, but black is far and away the most popular. We do have black, but we are launching brand new colors. This is a rose gold. So here we have rose gold, and we have gold. So here's rose gold. Oops, you see the color, and then you see the gold underneath. And then we also have it available in titanium, which is on the top. And then also,
pretty that is.
yeah, and then we also have it available in the copper. And you have the copper right there. So when you guys are thinking about, you know, which one should I get, if you're, when in doubt, you can just literally just go with the black choice. So it's no problem. The value is amazing at $159.99. I want you to think about what brand new electronic thing can you get for $159.99. If you got a new fancy smartphone, they can be $1,000.
True.
You know, you bought a new TV, they also could be $1,000 up. This is gonna change your everyday life. I watch TV every single day.
Me too.
If they did a study of how many hours a day I watch TV,
I'd be on that unhealthy scale.
I would be on the unhealthy scale. I don't know what it is, but I get I love watching TV. I come home, I turn on HSN. It's like having a little friend in the house with me. My daughter's away at college, so it's just me staring at myself all the time. So so thank you for staring at me right now, because otherwise I'm going to go home and stare at, you know, who's ever next. I'm Carrie Smith. So. I think you're really gonna love it. And you know, the other thing is, you can try it, and then if you don't love it, you get 100% of your purchase price back. But we're gonna take a listen to the AccuVoice folks and tell you a little bit more about the science.
Can't hear voices on TV? ZVOX AccuVoice patented hearing aid technology. literally lifts voices out of the soundtrack.
Bulldogs are lining up with 5 on the line. Prep goes wide. Jackson lined up on the near field. Smith making adjustments back in shotgun. Floats it, has his man beat. P-Jack fingertip. Touchdown.
ZVOX. Hear what you've been missing.
And then talking within the action, I have a difficult time deciphering that. And this really made a difference.
I'm always struggling with my husband to turn it up with that remote, but with the AccuVoice, I just feel the clarity is so good.
Very easy setup. I like those.
It is one plug into your television.
All I have to do is plug it in. I think I know what I would do, definitely.
The speaker's amazing.
All right, so if you're watching HSN right now and you're not quite sure what I'm saying and maybe you're turning up the volume, it's not you or your, it's not you or anything about you, it's that the TV you own is kind of muddling the sound. The picture's probably gorgeous. It's probably super high definition. You can probably see every striation in that beautiful ZVOX.
Metallic gold, isn't that pretty? Yeah.
But what you can't do is you can't hear Lori and I talking.
Frustrating, it really is. And this is an epidemic in this country. Do you know there are over 95 million Americans over the age of 50? And I'm not just saying it's a problem for folks over 50.
I'm one of them.
You know, but you probably didn't do your hearing any favors going to loud rock concerts and all of that over the years. So that definitely plays a role.
No.
But really for all of us.
I think it's all the whining I've done.
Is it?
I whine very loud. And I think it's really, I think it's hurt my hearing over the years.
I don't know what to say to that. I can't agree, I can't disagree, I don't know what to do.
It's a lose-lose situation.
It is, but I mean, this is something that's affecting everybody, and it's all ages. It's because everything is all muddled together with the sound. Hollywood doesn't care if you can hear the dialogue or not. They want you to get the feeling of the drama, right? They want that heart-thumping music and all the explosions, and it's really more about that than it is following the plot points. So I got really frustrated with that. With this, it is lifting up those voices, clarifying them, and then pushing them out to your ears in a way that that's what you hear most of, is the actual action, and the talking is above all of that. And everything just kind of takes a step back. So it really makes a lot of sense if you think about it. The action just kind of sits back, and then the voices are promoted, which is a really, really great way to go. I just want to show you the setup one more time so you're comfortable with this. Power cable goes right here. Of course, we include everything that you need. Plug that one right into the wall. Then, if you have a highfalutin fancy TV, you use the optical cable that we do include. So it's the one, it looks like it has this little light here on the end. That's the one that you want to use. It goes into this very odd shaped plug right here. So if you have a fancier, newer TV, that's the one you're going to use. Here's the one I used in my house. So this end goes right here into your ZVOX right here, and then the red and the white cables go into your TV. So you're choosing one of those two options plus power, and that is literally all there is to it. One other thing I want you to realize, there's an auxiliary port back here as well, so you can plug in with the cables we provide, and we do have that one. I don't know what I did with it.
It looks like you could wall mount it like a picture.
You can wall mount it, yeah.
Because I just have mine on my dresser. But
you can set it. And plugging in any phone or tablet so you can stream music from your phones and your tablets too. So that, but then really good point, where do you put it? So you can put it above your TV, below, to the right, to the left. You can put it anywhere basically in your room, and it's gonna give you that virtual surround sound, that virtual 3D surround that feels room filling for an entire room. So it's tiny but mighty, but do give it a try. If you've ever thought about putting in one of those really expensive surround sound systems that cost thousands of dollars and they're ugly, and then you have to have, you know, holes drilled in your wall, you don't have to do that.
And by the
Try
way,
this
is the advanced model. When this launched, it had on and off. This has 6 levels of the AccuVoice. So I'm not even sure what the base model is, to be honest. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But what $159.99 is $110 off the low HSN price. We include a 3-year warranty. If you bought this anywhere else, and it might be available other places, I'm not really sure, but you get a 1-year warranty. We exclusively are doing a 3-year warranty. That means in year 3, you have any issues, it's all covered, manufacturer's warranty. That's exclusive to us here at HSN. There isn't a lot of moving parts. It's the kind of thing that it's not going to be like, oh, you know, this is outdated, I need a new one. It's going to be that piece of technology that's probably going to last you a couple decades. You know, some technology like your cell phone, pretty much you're like waiting for the next model to come out. You're like looking at your watch, is the next model out yet? That's not what's going on with this. This is going to be the thing that's part of your house for your TV for 10, 15 years, you know, kind of a thing.
Oh, definitely.
Until, who knows, they may invent spaceships by now, you know, by then. And
maybe the voices will be in our heads talking to us.
Right. There could be some other crazy thing. But I don't want you to think about this as $159.99 each year, and then you get the next thing. This is very forward thinking. Yeah. And no matter how fancy of a TV you buy, if you're buying a brand new TV and, you know, for the holidays and you're getting the fanciest TV that's known to man, if you're getting that like curved TV maybe from Samsung, like one of those big 65-inch everything, it's the same one.
Still needs it.
Still needs it. You don't have to get a different AccuVoice, you know, ZVOX with different TV models. It can be any make and any model of TV. So let's talk about that.
Right.
Is there any make and model of TV that you can't pair this with?
No, this is going to work with every TV that's out there. You know, and I've had mine. It's interesting that you say that.
We just made over 6,000 sold.
Oh, yay. Congrats, everybody.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you're trying it, because you are going to love it. So I had the first generation of the ZVOX first. That's the one I started with, right?
Yeah.
And I still have it. And it's been 2 years, and I've not replaced that one. I added one of the 6 levels, so that's this one that we're offering
this
for you.
model.
This is the one you do have.
And you know, truthfully, I usually leave it at 1.
Do you?
I usually leave it at 1 or maybe 2, depending if it's like my British shows, I put it at 2.
Right.
Because I can't understand. But I really, I don't think I've ever listened to it at 5 or 6. I was just saying, it's so
there
good.
If you need it.
It's there if you need
it.
But the technology is so good. That's why I'm saying how forward this is.
Totally.
So
it really is.
You're gonna love this. And I want to again tell you, I would love for you to call in. 1-866-376-8255. Since this is such a new thing, your stories are especially important with this. It's a customer pick. So I know you love it. I know you're very, very happy with this. And you know what? If you're like, you know, that sounds like a great idea, but I don't know if that lady on the TV is telling that. I'm suspicious. Be suspicious. I'll tell you what, for free shipping, $32 on FlexPay, we'll mail it out to you. You have not only that month, but you have till January 31st, 2019. If you don't love it, you get 100% of your purchase price back, and shipping to you is free. So you can return it, and there's no restocking fee. So let's say you return it, you don't get 85% of your money back. Because if you take it to an electronics store, 10 to 15% of the purchase price, they keep it as a restocking fee. They charge you to take it and put it back on the wall in the back. We don't do that. So I love that you have 3 months.
Right.
You're gonna know in about 10 seconds how great this is, by the way.
Right.
But you have for 3 months. You can do the double check on it.
I mean, it's so great to try.
It's a great holiday gift, because people don't have this yet.
Right. Oh yeah, they don't have it.
Is it in electronic stores now? I know
it's out there.
I know
it's
we
on
have
the
the best
Amazon
price.
website, but for a lot more. But yeah, it sells. It's wildly popular online and wildly popular in the stores that carry it.
Yeah, people are loving it. I think that what we have that no one else has is the lowest price anywhere, and we can legally say that, lowest price anywhere, and FlexPay, no one else has that, and 3-year warranty. So, you know, if you're just coming to the TV set and you're saying, well, what on earth is that girl talking about? We are talking about not a soundbar, but a ZVOX, which takes the voices in the TV and clarifies them. So it's a clearer way to listen to television, not a louder way.
Exactly. So let's listen to it. Our typical TVs, they're tinny, they're flat, they're disappointing, they sound very muffled. There's TV sound. And this is loud. This is 35. This should sound better than this, right?
Your favorite sporting event.
Bulldogs.
There's with ZVOX.
Wow. Prep goes wide. Jackson lined up on the near field. Smith making adjustments.
Now that's level 6.
Blitzes has his man beat. P-Jack fingertip.
There's level 1.
Across the top, multiply across the bottom. 142,000.
Level 1 ZVOX, mind you.
1609, you're going to get somewhere.
There's without.
And you haven't changed the volume at all.
Not at all.
Great Scott, right?
And there's your ZVOX.
No, seriously?
There's 2.
ZVOX.
3.
Hear what you've been missing.
4.
Sounds so good.
Can't hear voices on TV?
5.
ZVOX AccuVoice patented hearing aid technology.
6. Listen how it
Literally
lifts it.
lifts voices out of the soundtrack.
Without.
Enjoy your action film without missing a word.
With ZVOX.
District 3, be advised, we have 2 drivers in illegal pursuit last seen
Without.
west on 6th Avenue.
Is this crazy?
In the area.
It's like going from black and white to color.
It is. It is like going from black and white to color.
Yeah.
And if you've got $32 on any major credit card, we will mail this to you, and you can, start listening to your ZVOX and see if you're like, wow, that is a major change.
Yeah.
Now, this really is for people that like television, and I'm guessing if you're watching me right now, maybe you shop for television, maybe you listen to music on your television, maybe you listen, watch movies, the news, no matter what it is. Don't you want to hear what people have to say? That's the whole point. We're going to take a listen to the video one more time that tells you a little bit more about the technology of AccuVoice, which is what ZVOX has.
Can't hear voices on TV? ZVOX AccuVoice patented hearing aid technology literally lifts voices out of the soundtrack.
Bulldogs are lining up with 5 on the line. Prep goes wide. Jackson lined up on the near field. Smith making adjustments back in shotgun. Floats it. Has his man beat. P-Jack fingertip. Touchdown.
ZVOX. Hear what you've been missing.
And I wanted Lori to tell you a little bit more about the company. The company, AccuVoice, ZVOX is the company. I want you to tell them about kind of the history of the company and who are these people?
Tom and the team, amazing individuals. Basically about 15 years ago, they came to the conclusion that we needed something to enhance the sound of our newer, smaller TVs, right? They're getting skinnier and skinnier, flatter and flatter. So this team came to the table and created the first ever soundbar. So I love that. But they also came from an audio mixing background and hearing aid background. So these guys came together and incorporated that hearing aid technology into their speaker bars.
Didn't they originally invent the soundbar?
They did, yeah.
So these guys were the original inventors of the concept of a soundbar, and they're the ones that said, we need to go beyond a soundbar.
Let's make it better.
It's not just about making the sound louder that's in the TV. It's about making it clearer and mixing it, like putting the voices up front. We like the explosions and the music, and it adds to the drama to hear the music in the background. We want to hear all of it, but we need it properly mixed, kind of the way it is when you go to a movie.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the sound system they have in movie theaters. Those have tons of speakers, and it's super expensive. To be able to replicate that virtual 3D sound in your very own home, that's what ZVOX is capable of doing
3D
in this tiny
sound.
little package.
That's it, exactly.
Room filling.
So you know the difference between seeing a movie in regular and 3D? This is the difference between listening to the TV set in regular and 3D sound. Three-dimensional sound, where you're hearing the actors and the dialogue first, and you're hearing the background music. It shouldn't all be flat and the same. It shouldn't be like explosion in voice and everything like muddled, or explosion really loud and voice way in the background. It should be the opposite, and that's what this is doing for you. By the way, huge customer pick, so I already know that you guys love it. And $32 to get home, no interest, no fee. There's no fee to use FlexPay. By the way, we are live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you are new to HSN and you feel like shopping and it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night, we are always here and always on live. If you want to shop on hsn.com, you can go hsn.com and pull up our page, and we're live on hsn.com. We live stream on Facebook a lot too, where you can do your comments. We do that for a lot of shows. We always do that at midnight. We're going to be doing that more and more, be interactive with you guys on Facebook. You can always call us live. Like, I'm right here live. Somebody, my friends say, when are you working? I'm working right now. I'm right here now. If you call us, our toll-free testimonial line, I'll answer the phone. No, someone else answers the phone and then they give me the call. It's 1-866-376-8255. There's our number. Or if you are ordering, you can always stay on the line, whether it's this show or another show, and say, they'll say to you, would you like to talk to the host? And then you can talk to us, because you're our customer. You're the most important thing. We have major brands here. We have all sorts of categories of kitchen and beauty and jewelry. Oh, we're great with jewelry. We've got lots of things, but one of the things we do best is electronics. Our electronics buyers and people like Lori Leland go to the Consumer Electronics Show every year. She was an electronics expert before she started here.
Yeah.
And so she, really, talks to us the way we can understand it. I'm not an electronic expert. I want to know, like, what's the difference between this and a soundbar? Why do I need it? And you answer all those questions for me and everybody at home.
Well, I'm so glad that we were able to find ZVOX, because this is an amazing brand. Our buyers here at HSN, they went above and beyond. And this is something, you know, we launched in the wee hours of the night and we weren't sure what the response was gonna be. I was really excited about it, but it totally sold out that first show and it's just been going gangbusters ever since. And if you have time to read the customer reviews, it really is enlightening about how good this product truly is.
So here are the colors.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, this is the rose gold. And then this is the gold. So I will tilt this up without knocking anything over this time. Here is the rose gold. Here is the gold. And then you've got the titanium over here, right?
Titanium, yeah.
And on the bottom, it's copper.
Right, exactly.
And then what we have on the TV set is black. This is just, you know, the plain black. And if you know, this is actually what I have is the black.
Me too.
Because when I bought it, it wasn't available in other colors also. But this has been the most popular. And if you're giving a gift and you're not really sure, I think it's a good idea to kind of go with the black.
Absolutely,
Do you
a
think
good
so?
safe bet.
It's a safe bet. You can't go wrong. Very cool. We launched this model in July. And by the way, we're only talking about this for 2 more minutes. And I've got lots more electronics. This is our best value a day. And let me show you the value one more time because we have the best price anywhere. So just the ZVOX, just by itself with AccuVoice, by itself is $269.99. We are giving you an additional 2-year warranty. So you get 3 years total. The value for the 2-year is $21.93, so it's $291.92. Bought it anywhere else. Today, you get it home for $32 and free shipping and handling. Your total is $159.99. How much did you spend on your new fancy TV set?
Right. Right.
How much are you enjoying that when you can't hear what the actors are saying and you watch that new series on Netflix? Did you see The Haunting of Hill House, that new series? I watched it by myself and binged it and I couldn't, it is good.
I would love it, but couldn't sleep at night probably.
It is good. All right, by the way, I do TV reviews as well. All right, so we're gonna go to the phones and welcome Arlene, who's calling from New Jersey, who got this a few months ago. Arlene, I am so glad you called in because to me, the most important thing is your experience with this. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Helen.
What's your experience with this? What was it like to put it together, install it, turn it on?
Well, to put it together, I had to get my grandson. I'll be honest. I'm not.
Hey, listen, I want you to be honest. Yeah, I have an 18-year-old daughter. I call her tech support.
But I ordered this because I was having trouble, as you said, understanding what the dialogue on the different shows. Had one show that I liked very much, and all they did was mumble. I would put the closed caption on, and as Lori said, I would miss half the show trying to read the closed captions.
Right.
So when I saw this, I was a little skeptical, but I've been with HSN since the beginning.
Nice.
So I took a chance and I ordered it. This was the best money I ever spent.
I love to hear that.
Tell us what's your experience now watching TV?
I can hear everything.
Hallelujah.
It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. My granddaughter bought it for my daughter for her birthday, and I just called someone else to give them the information that this is on as the special value because the husband is hard of hearing and turns the TV way up high. So I just called someone else and gave them the information. And as I said, it is the best money I have ever spent. I am so happy with it.
Arlene, how many years have you been shopping here at HSN? I'm curious.
Oh my God, Helen, I go back to when Hans Brinker and Tootie were there. And Bobby.
Oh, wow. Tootie. I think Bobby Ray Carter has the original Tootie at her house, actually. You know, okay, so longtime shopper. So that means a lot to me that you say this is the best money you've ever spent here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I absolutely love it. I have no problem hearing anything. It's just wonderful, wonderful. I wouldn't be without it.
You know, Arlene, I really personally appreciate you taking the time out of your day to call us and share your story with everybody because that's exactly what I was hoping for is somebody like you. I love everything that you said. You were a little skeptical, but you've been a longtime shopper, so you thought I'm gonna give it a try.
Right.
Your grandson helped you put it in. I hear that. And then you best money you ever spent and that you love it.
Yes.
So wonderful.
Wonderful. So thank you, my friend.
Glad. Thank you, Arlene.
Keep shopping
you're
with
welcome,
us.
Ladies.
We appreciate
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Oh man, I love that. If you could enjoy TV more, wouldn't it be worth it to make that happen? I mean, Arlene seems very happy, and I know my folks are thrilled. I love it as well. It's so amazing.
Yes, for sure. All right, we're gonna take a teeny little break. I've got lots more electronics, so stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I'm Joy. I'm a